Hey everybody, this is Presto.
CorporalNosaj.
And you are listening to episode 55 of the Nintendads podcast. Sunbreaking news. We finally got news on Sunbreak, which is amazing. I feel like we've been waiting for forever and we've gotten no details. So we're going to be breaking down all the details that got announced in the Sunbreak. What do they call it? A digital event?
Yeah.
And then we're going to be going over some other things that we were going to have in another episode until they made all this news, and now we have to do it on Sunbreak. So, there we go. But before we begin our journey, we need to tell you guys something about this little graphic in the bottom. This one right here. This one. We didn't just steal this. This was given to us by Capcom because we are now in the Capcom Creators Program. Yay! If you've watched any of our streams, we've talked a bunch about this. But if you're a listener and you've never seen our lovely faces, and you listen to audio only, we are now a part of the Capcom Creators Program, which is basically Capcom's new ambassador program where they work directly with creators to do reviews and contests and giveaways, and we're in a community with all the other Capcom creators. So we are, I can say it now, we're officially partnered with Capcom.
Whoop whoop.
Which is a big old deal for me because I'm obsessed with some of their games, as you can see. Yeah, but before we jump into... Oh, by the way, I made a point to remind myself to do this. We are only here because of you guys, for real. We would never be able to be doing everything that we're doing. And, hey, Driftwood Traders, thank you for liking the stream and showing me that I need to move the alert box because it's directly behind one of the graphics. But yeah, we are only able to do this because of you guys. The reason we have the ability to work with Capcom is because you guys watch us, you guys help us out. So we really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes.
Now, Corporal, while I share this stream to all the corners of the earth, what are you playing? What are you drinking?
Mountain Dew, because that's what I drink,
of course,
religiously,
the classic.
Always, because I'm obsessed and I don't have anything else in my life but to drink Mountain Dew. I've been playing some Genshin Impact.
Yeah?
A bunch.
You have been. I've seen you on the internet doing such.
Honestly, I haven't been playing Pokemon much, which is...
I haven't either, and now you're making me feel guilty about it.
I feel like I should be guilty for it, because, like...
It's a good game! It's such a good game! It's amazing!
It is!
But
it's just that I want to do so many other things.
I know. It's a competitive landscape for games right now.
And, like, that in itself is a thing. Like,
Dorian, thank you for liking the stream.
Gamers have very limited time. And what are they using that time to do? Like, it's something that should be discussed probably in a...
I mean, we
deeper sense.
did do an episode called Too Many Games, and we are still riding out the wave of those games coming out. Yep. I think the last game we possibly covered in that might have been before. Yo, Julius, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome in. I think the last game we talked about in our Too Many Games episode that didn't have a release date yet was Pokemon Arceus. So we're still in there.
Skyly Kate, welcome. What the hell?
Yes, also, hello Twitch. Hello Twitch. Hi.
So,
the Nintendads.
Skyly Kate, thank you for finding us here on Twitch. I apologize if the audio is bad, because I see you're giving me an unhappy face. I am testing our Twitch connection and our stream.
I think she's doing the unhappy face because she can hear us. That's usually the response that I get.
I mean...
People hear me.
Yes. Skyly, we are a podcast. My name is Corporal Nosaj. This is Presto. Presto. My
That's
camera
me.
is backwards in reverse to yours. And we primarily stream on Facebook, but our podcasts are also on Anchor and anywhere that
Spotify,
podcast.
yeah.
Spotify, yeah, they're all over the place.
And we've been known to
And we
play some games.
we stream some games on Facebook as well.
And now maybe some Twitch.
Chaman found us on Twitch.
Jam, yes, because we never stream on Twitch. So when we do go live, everybody's like, "What's going on?"
This channel is a test stream right now for all of those who are finding us. I apologize about the audio.
Also, episode 55.
Yeah, but this is the first time we're on Twitch.
Yes.
So we're on Facebook on Presto's channel, and we're on Twitch on mine. Welcome, everyone. We are doing an episode today, episode 55. Surprising news.
Sunbreaking news.
Sunbreaking.
We're gonna
news.
sunbreak it down. June
Go ahead,
30th is a play date with you guys. Yes.
Sure thing.
Hell yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Also, so what have I been? I've been drinking this. This is a new peach version of one of my favorite beers from the Filthy Philly lager or IPA from Yards, which is delicious. And I have been playing Elden Ring because Elden Ring is awesome. I've been playing Monster Hunter. Yo, Cham, welcome in. Thanks for double dipping. My dog is asleep and dream barking.
Is that what she's doing?
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
She is asleep. She's unconscious, but she's having a great time. Yeah, Elden Ring, Monster Hunter. I'm always playing a little Monster Hunter. And I have played through so Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, they have a demo out right now.
Okay.
And I've played through this demo 3 times with my son. He loves it. I might have to get it.
Dixie.
Lil woof woof.
What are you doing? Come here.
Are we going to get an early game try because of our Capcom affiliation? Possibly. I don't know yet.
We are hoping.
I'm really hoping so because I would love to record and like have a breakdown of different things in the game ready to go when the game comes out versus doing what everybody else has to do and scramble for all the details and like go nuts. So maybe we will keep you guys posted if we're allowed to say such things. I don't know, with embargoes and stuff. So yeah, but no, Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, the co-op for 2-player is very reminiscent of Kirby Superstars, and the game's very easy. But I mean, it's Kirby. We did play it on easy mode too, so like.
I mean.
But yeah, my son loves it. So if you have young children, my son's 4.5, and he really liked it. So, yeah. Okay, the big news, Sunbreak. I love how we both sort of not intentionally set our lights behind us that like perfectly go with that image. We have to start doing that. That's such a good idea.
Doing our lights so that they're set. Let's see if I can make mine.
You had it in the beginning. You had it like purple and blue.
Well, mine
red, I think.
There we go.
And it matched pretty close. Yeah.
Mine were on a rotation, so they were kind of like.
For a sec, when I looked at it, I was like, "Oh yeah, we got that."
There we go.
So the first big news, and if you haven't watched the Sunbreak digital event, definitely go do so after this episode, of course.
Yes. I mean,
it's only 20 minutes.
This episode, so you're not spoiled. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we're gonna spoil everything for you. It's only 20 minutes long, which I thought it was gonna be longer, but I don't know if they announced the length beforehand. But I was like, oh, it's over already. We have a release date. Kyle, welcome in, sir. We have a release date. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, the massive expansion, will release on June 30th of this year. That is 3 months. Basically 3 months from now. The 3 lords. Oh yeah, we'll get to those 3 lords. We'll get to the Three Lords.
Maybe the reason why Skyly is saying "what the hell" on Twitch is because I forgot to change the game that we're playing, and it still shows Minecraft Dungeons from the last time we tested this.
Did we try it with Minecraft Dungeons?
It was a long time ago, but yeah.
Oh, that's funny. You can't change that now, can you?
I don't think I can. I'm going to try.
Congrats on being recognized and loved by Capcom, guys. Thank you, Kyle. I got mushy before, and I said we could only do this because of you guys, because of people viewing and supporting and engaging and just being generally awesome. So we're super happy to be part of the Capcom creators community, and we are super happy to be able to share the goodies that they share with us with you. I think we're supposed to be getting welcome packages in the near future.
That's what they said.
So we will absolutely do an unboxing when we get a little care package from Capcom. Capcom care package. That has a ring to it. Okay. So we're gonna this isn't in any particular, it's sort of in the order that it was announced. But yeah. So first things first, new Monster Hunter expansion means new monsters, of course. And Corporal, I'm gonna let you introduce this first, boy, because that's your boy.
Cass, I'm trying to fix the thing. Hold on.
What are you trying to fix?
The
game on Twitch.
Just chatting. I was able to figure out how to fix it. Just chatting. English, Nintendads went live, testing stream.
I do speak English. All right.
So the first character that was announced and or discussed is my big boy, my love, my side piece, my main squeeze in Monster Hunter.
It's getting weirder the longer it goes on.
Is Bishiton. If there was ever a mythical creature that I would keep as a pet, it would be Bishiton.
What?
I would have a miniature version of him, like as a hamster or something, maybe like a cat size, and he would be my friend. Bishiton
and your house would be destroyed. Fruit would be everywhere.
I love me some Bishiton.
Yeah, blood orange Bishiton.
Yes, so he's the blood orange Bishiton. Throws exploding pine cones. I feel like they could have done something better than exploding pine cones, but that's right. I'd also like to see Bishiton in a Halloween event where he throws jack-o'-lanterns at you. Just saying.
That would be kind of cool. That would be really cool if they could change skins.
No.
I really like... Yo, Hero, welcome in. Thank you for liking the stream. I really love the coloration on Blood Orange Bishiton. He's like sort of like a burnt sienna orange and red.
Yeah.
Kyle says someone petitioned to call it Bob. Yeah, it was I don't know if someone else said it first, but it was Hero, thank you for the double like. It was Jono, our buddy, Capcom European community manager, Jono. That was the first time I saw it. I don't know if he invented that. Yo, Team Okra, triple like. Thank you very much.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if it was Jono that came up with this, but yeah, Blood Orange Bishiton, B-O-B. His name is now Bob.
Bob.
Who you hunting? Oh, we're just going to hunt Bob. He exploded my brain with a pine cone.
Yep.
Hero, thank you for sharing. I suppose you guys are discussing the Capcom Direct. Yes, sir.
We most certainly are.
The Sunbreak digital event. Why do all game companies think they have to invent like a new name?
No.
The Direct, the State of Play, the digital event. Like, There's so many different names for these little things that I just love it. Yeah, so other than Blood Orange Bishiton, and I thought it was hilarious that the one monster they announce a variant of is Bishiton, your guy.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe...
He's my favorite.
Why him? He's so, like...
Because, like, just look at him. He's so
but he's not
majestic.
particular. He is majestic, but he's not even particularly popular among people who are not you.
That's because they are uneducated swine.
I know, but he's not that popular. So why did they reveal the variant of him?
He has a tail that opens up and he can stand on it like a tripod. He has wings and a bird beak, but he looks like a lion. He's like the ultimate Egyptian sphinx, but not a sphinx. Like, he is the greatest
He is your
monster.
spirit animal.
He is.
He yes. He has all your things.
Yes.
Also revealed was Astalos. Astalos is one of the Fated Four that is coming back. And I started my Monster Hunter experience with World, and I don't think Astalos was in World. If he was, I did not make it to him. But so Astalos, I had no idea who Astalos. They're like returning Astalos, and I'm like, I think I've heard that name before.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Astalos is the best. Yeah, I believe you. He looks cool. He looks like he's gonna hit really hard with that lightning. He's not in World. Okay. Yeah. So that's a new monster to me. I don't know. But he looks dope. Then the big, so those two were kind of in their own category, but the main baddies that we know of so far for this game are dubbed the Three Lords, and it is Lunagaron.
I was going to try and pronounce that, but I was like, no, I'll let you do it.
Lunagaron, Garin Golem,
Malzino,
and Malzino.
So, Luna Garon, the ice version of Ado Garon.
Yes, a.k.a. Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yeah.
That was the first monster that I fought in World, Odogaron, that really gave me trouble. So I can only imagine what a lightning. Is it lightning? I think it's lightning. What a lightning version of him is going to be like.
You have ice written here then.
Oh, ice. Maybe it is ice. I don't know why I thought lightning. Yeah. An ice version, that sounds scary. Although I'll take ice over lightning, actually. I hate lightning. I hate getting stunned. Garen Golem is sort of this big, Donkey Kong brick guy, who, when he becomes enraged, he has fire on his right arm and moss on his left arm and can hit for fire and water damage.
The Thing from Fantastic Four?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, yes, he looks very much like that. And then we have the big bad Malzino. Now, there is a meme going around, and it's a meme, but it's also a real thing. So, this whole thing has been... So, Rise was very much Japan and Eastern, Asia inspired. Corporal got a new dog, by the way, if you see him battling his own monster off screen.
Dixie is adorable in all rights, but she loves any stuffed animal that's in the house, and got a little girl and a boy who both have stuffed animals just chew on everything. The kids don't, the dog.
So Rise was initially set. Kimura Village is very much Japanese, themed and inspired. This new area is the Elgato Outpost, and it is supposed to be like more Western, more Europe inspired, like traditional medieval Western, or not Western, medieval Europe sort of thing. You can
definitely get that feeling just by the castle-esque world that shows up. T. Silva followed us on Twitch. Thank you.
Oh, yo, that's Tom. That's Tom. When they first showed his feet, I thought it was the new ape Gammoth, and the hands were similar, but shoot, it is a new monkey. Hello, Jessica. Welcome in.
Hi!
Oh, the pup. Oh, she's so cute.
Hi.
So, what I was going to say is, Lunagaron, Garen Golem and Malzeno are actually supposed to represent the 3 classic Hollywood monsters in Jessica, thank you for liking the stream. Luna Garon is supposed to be a werewolf. Very werewolf inspired because it's like a wolf. Garen Golem very much resembles Frankenstein. He's got multiple parts to him. He's big, stone face, got a big ass forehead. And then Malzeno is supposed to represent Dracula because it's a very dragon, gothic looking creature. So you have the Wolfman, Frankenstein, and Dracula, and those are the inspiration for the 3 lords.
That's actually really cool. I like that.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's not. Concept. Yeah, that's like a real thing.
I knew it was a Hollywood concept, but like I thought that's really cool that that's what the inspiration came from.
Yeah. So
I really want to look at pictures of Bishton now.
Of Blood Orange Bishton?
Yeah.
Well, you saw the video.
Yeah, but I want to like enjoy.
I'm pretty sure there's renders. Hold on. Stand by, as Captain Ascension would say. So yeah, the new orange Bishton.
Oh, he's so beautiful.
The new area is called the Elgato Outpost. Oh wait, I think I got you.
You look so angry.
He is so angry. Oh, this isn't a PNG, but I can bring it in anyway. Where is that? Yeah, so the new area, Elgato Outpost, is supposed to be like sort of like medieval Europe style thing. Yeah, why is this not here? And oh, there it is. Okay, I can bring him on screen. There he is. Yeah, I just love the like darker color set for him. I think that's really cool.
I'd like to get a side by side of the two of them.
We can do that, but not now. That will take me too long. So yeah, the tagline that was tweeted out is "Get ready." Whoops, that's cut off. Get ready to embark on a quest inspired by Western folklore in the upcoming Sunbreak expansion. So yeah, Western folklore is Wolfman, Frankenstein, Dracula.
Martin in chat goes, "Oh guys, I have to set up my OBS Labs stream so when Sunbreak comes out, I can go live." If you use Streamlabs, I think that's what you're referring to, or the original OBS Studios, that's what we use, so we can kind of help walk you through if that's something you're interested in.
Yeah, and if you're streaming to a page on Facebook, we can potentially co-stream.
Yes.
But I have a feeling we're going to be co-streaming with a lot of people when it comes out. So yeah, Elgato Outpost is very much sort of European castle-esque feel. Yeah, Rageous, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you for liking the stream. The hub world, this Elgato Outpost, the more I saw it, the more it reminded me of World's hub world. Sun using it for live streaming. It reminded me of World's hub world in that it kind of was like multi-layered. It had the big blacksmith with the big oven and stuff. Like it just looked like it had a bunch of more world elements to it, and that's probably intentional because World was very much successful in America and the West, so it's like they want to like appeal to those things, Western folklore, and then we got a whole bunch of new characters that inhabit this this world. The Knights of the Royal Order is like the governing body of Elgato Outpost, and then we got a new blacksmith. We got a new quest maiden. We got a new scientist research guy. What do you think of the world building going on so far?
I think it's kind of weird that you go from this Japanese-esque world to this medieval world, but I can't say that it's unrealistic. So, because we see it in our real world type thing. But that what I think it does say is that this world is massive. Now, I'm getting too far deep into this, but I would like to see more expansions of this kind of size over the next several years. Something that's like embodies multiple different realms, and you can then choose to travel. So, like a jungle one, the Japanese one, the medieval one, an oceanic one. Like maybe have.
And you're talking about as expansions to Rise?
Yes. I think that would be interesting.
It would be interesting, but it would be a departure from the Monster Hunter formula. The Monster Hunter release formula is always I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying it would be a big difference for Rise, because Rise is already following pretty much to the T World's formula, where it was base game and then a little more than a year out release the massive expansion and then pump all the free DLC and then paid cosmetics into the big expansion. And that's where you give the players the one thing that we've all been wanting from Rise is a real end game, which they weirdly barely touched on in this.
Maybe because it's going to be dragged out over a longer period of time.
Yeah, we still have 3 months till release, so, and this is the first real bit of news, so I think we'll be getting more news on Master Rank.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, but before, I don't want to get ahead of myself talking about wish list items. So the new world, this was a little bit unclear to me. So the new world / area is going to be called the Citadel. So we have the Elgato Outpost is the hub world, and it exists in this larger area called the Citadel. And the Citadel, they showed the big castle with the monsters, and then they showed a frozen peak, mountainous, and I think they
Elsa's
showed
up there.
Yeah, Elsa's letting things go up there, just doing some self-care and just doing her. Go girl. And Elsa is actually Gosarog, because she makes the ice blades.
That was funny.
But so this new world is called the Citadel, and they've showed a bunch of different biomes for it, and I don't know whether it's going to be new environments that you go to and they're all considered within the Citadel, or if the Citadel is one big map that's very diverse. Because I think it would be really cool if there was only one new level and it was called the Citadel and it was just massive. Not as big, not comparable to the existing maps, but take 3 of the existing maps and put them on top of each other, or next to each other, and just have it be a semi-open world hunting experience. And you just go out and you have to find these monsters. What are you looking at? You look so distracted.
No, I'm rewatching the stream in a slight delay.
Our stream? Or...
Yes.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Us.
Us. It's us.
It's us, but twice.
I can only take us once, honestly. So the Citadel is all new. There's going to be new endemic life. Corporal's favorite thing. Endemic life.
Endemic. Just
there's going to be new wirebug skills.
Which I think is cool.
Yes, I was a little disappointed with the amount of them we got in Rise. I wanted more options to sort of mix and match, but fine. So we're getting new switch skills. Well, new wirebug skills. We don't know if there's any other skills in the mix that you'll be able to get. And that Sunbreak will get post-release updates, which is sort of... We expect that. That's not really news. That's just a confirmation. So, we got a lot of news on monsters, because the Luna Garon they had shown before, Malzeno they had shown before. They introduced Garen Golem, they had Astalos, Bisheten, and they announced that those, were going to be the three lords, Luna Garon, Goron Golem, and Malzeno. And then we got a lot of details on the world, characters, the hub. And in 20 minutes, that's not a bad package.
I thought they gave us a lot. I wasn't disappointed with how much they gave us. I thought they gave us the right amount. I also felt that it was a first release, so I wasn't expecting huge amounts of detail. I think they provide us enough things that show that there's a clear difference, like Iceborne, that there's like a whole new environment, whereas before it was like very jungly, now it's very cold. Like, they definitely went in opposite directions to truly indicate that there's a separation. So like, I feel like there was a lot. They gave you some cosmetic information that was in there, which is nice because it just helps to show growth. So like, there's nothing really wrong with it. I enjoyed it. I don't think it was bad. I just wasn't like, I want to say...
You weren't blown away. There was no like, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. It was a good release.
The most exciting thing to me, I mean, I loved the details on the Citadel and the new thing, but the thing that had me like, yes, out of my seat was getting a release date.
I mean, yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are the pieces of information, or what thing would be getting up out of your seat for? Like, what detail or topic or theme that you really want to know about?
Bisheten. I want to see Bisheten expanded on. And this is not just Bisheten.
You just want an entire Bisheten expansion. It's just 18 different versions of Bisheten that you have to fight.
But in truth, what I'm really trying to say, and I'm using Bisheten as the puppet for this, but like, okay, cool, you changed the color of his skin and you gave him a pine cone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, make these monsters evolve. Like, you don't
know. He might do different stuff. He's a fire monkey now. He's done with the fruit. He's burning down your house. He's done making a mess.
I want to see him go from fluffy but red glow to like angry and spiky hair, or like flame from his eyes.
Both of those things are very likely to happen.
I know. I'm just saying that, like, I want to see all of these monsters, not just Bisheten, but I want to see in base rise. I want to see an evolution. I want to see variants.
Okay.
That's what I want. I want to see variants.
And there's usually there are, like in the past in other games, they have like Furious Rajang who looks different and does different things. They have tempered monsters, all this other stuff that they didn't do in Rise. So yeah, I would like to see some variants too. I don't know how many variants we're gonna get in. I
don't think we will get many variants.
I mean, it's not like they're just gonna do Bisheten. Like, if they did Bisheten, they're gonna do variants. But what I was saying with Tempered and Furious.
Go ahead.
Typically, when they've released variants before, right? Because you have Rajang and you have Furious Rajang. It's always an upgrade. It's always a more dangerous version. Blood Orange Bisheten, obviously the bombs are going to be harder to deal with than the fruit, but they didn't position it as Apex Bisheten, right? It's like you have Bisheten, you have Blood Orange Bisheten. They're different. It's not like one is a boss version of the other one, and that's what I like, because that is new. And if they can keep doing that, like, I think that leaves the door open for a lot of alternatives. If they did Bisheten, because Bisheten was a Rise exclusive, it was his debut was Bisheten. I think we are going to get that treatment for every monster that was new in Rise.
Okay, I'm fine with
which
that.
means, well, except Magnamalo, because Magnamalo is very much like a Kimura thing. So I don't know if we'll get a different version of Magnamalo, but I'm betting Tetranodon, Goshorog, Almudron, I don't know who else was new, but those are the ones that I think of. And that would be cool if we got, like, palette and element swaps.
Okay, so this is where I was going to go. Elemental swaps. You've got fruit, which I'm going to say is spring. You've got pine cone, which I'm going to say is fall. Where's my snowball? And where's my water? Like, I want the seasonal Bishotins.
Well, I would say arguably your summer is the fact that he lit spring and fall on fire and is throwing it at you. Winter, I don't know. He looks like he's wearing a fur coat. There, you have all of TikTok Woods in one monster.
I also would like to see, and this is something I just thought of on stream. What if, like, you're fighting a monster, and in the fight, he becomes so angry that one of two things happen. Like, the excess flub or skin, like, rips apart, and he, like, grows, and now he's super massive compared to what he was just a moment ago.
I mean, Tetranodon does that in his second phase. He eats the rock or the fish or whatever, and he gets bigger, and he gets more aggressive, and he's more dangerous.
So talking about, like, a complete physical transformation. Like,
so you're talking about you want him to evolve like Pokemon.
Kind of, yeah.
You want him to go Super Saiyan.
Well, like, I'm thinking of, like, you know that worm guy, the blind worm guy that everybody says he looks like that thing. I would like he gets angry and he, like, grows, changes color, and then, like, his face bursts out of his blindness.
Ugh.
Like, completely change him.
I'm almost impressed that you just found another way to make Keizu even more disgusting, more unsettling.
My next thought is, like, you have a monster who has a tail, and the tail itself can attack while he is attacking. And let's say you cut the tail off, and then the tail still comes alive.
The tail becomes a secondary monster?
Yes.
That would be so good. That would actually be really good. I would love that.
That would be awesome.
But yeah, I hope we see more variants of existing monsters. What I want to see is two things. I want to see the new mechanic, right? Because every game has a new mechanic, every expansion has a new mechanic. I want to see the new mechanic or the new moves, like the new switch skills, the new wire bugs. Like, I just want the new mechanical things that are going to be mechanically different or extra tools that you have in your kit to fight. The other thing I really want to see is what format Master Rank is going to take. What is the end game gonna look like? And I think they will reveal the mechanical stuff. I don't know how much they're gonna go into Master Rank.
Okay.
I've been told I never made it to end game of World, but people told me about expeditions where you go and you don't know what you're fighting, you're just going and you're discovering things, and then, like, you get unique rewards from expeditions. And I think Apex armor sets are a thing in World, maybe. That's part of the end game. But I want end game, and I want mechanically new things, details on those things. And I will be happy camper.
I mean, those are fair.
In the Japanese trailer, there were a couple things that were shown that weren't in the American trailer, and there are two. Oh no, there's one. There's a new weapon that is like the gun lance of from Lunageron, which looks awesome. But they show a new wire bind or silk bind attack that is either a guard point or a counter for the Switch Axe, which does not have any guard points or counters. They have the slide that has hyper armor, But Switch Axe users are counterless and maidenless. No, just counterless. So that's what I want to see. Those are the pieces of news that I want. They also announced that there's going to be some base updates coming to Rise on March 25th. They said more events quest coming until March 25th, and that concerns me because that would imply that after March 25th we're not getting event quests.
Yeah, I saw that, and do you think that's really going to happen, though?
It could. They've been March 25th, if I'm not mistaken, within about a couple days, would be the year mark for Rise to come out. So
you think they would just stop it altogether?
They
right
might
there?
say, we've supported you with free content on a weekly basis for a year, and now you're going to have a little 2-month intermission, and then we're going to give you the massive expansion that we're going to support for the duration. I would be okay with that. I don't want that. I'll be very sad if that happens. And I'll probably go back and start playing World.
Really?
Yes. I need my Monster Hunter fix. I can't play Rise until June 30th unless I'm getting new event quests to do. Because I mean, I would love. I don't know. Maybe I will. But I've literally done everything. I can't do anymore. I just this week forgot that I hadn't done the arena or the challenge quests, and that I don't know if you've even done those before. They're like off to the side. You have to fight a monster or monsters, and you have a choice of choosing between 5 weapons and 5 presets of armor. So you're not using any of your own equipment. And it's not, you don't get to choose from whatever weapons you want. And the last challenger quest, you have to fight Apex Zinogre, Apex Mizu, and who's the other one? I just did this. I did it so many times because I died. And Apex Diablos. And you have to fight them all. You get 10 high potions, 10 super potions, and that's it for healing. You get to heal 10 times, and then that's it. And you have to fight 3 Apexes back to back with pre-made gear. And they didn't have light bowgun. They didn't have hammer. They didn't have gun lance. I had to do it with dual blades. Dual blades. Oh no, I haven't played dual blades. I haven't played dual blades since the first month this game came out. I struggled.
I would die. I would die.
But yeah, so March 25th, event quest could stop. I don't know. We're gonna find out pretty soon.
I think that would upset a lot of people, though.
I think it might, but I don't think there's anybody who can say like
anything about it.
Yeah,
because
like
they've been doing free content
they've supported it and released weekly content for a year.
Yeah.
I don't like it's not even a live service game. Only live service games do that. So, pretty cool. I'll be disappointed, but I'll understand. I won't be mad, I'll just be disappointed. Also in 3 months, June 30th when Sunbreak releases, there's a huge 13 gig like balance patch and presumably adding some sort of transition thing to Rise. And it's 13 gigs, and that's like a lot of space for the Switch. So remember to clear your memory and make room, even if you're not getting the expansion, which why wouldn't you get the expansion?
Uninstall those games that you haven't played in forever, like
the ones you got for $1.
Yeah.
2 cents.
I was actually just coming over here to look at which ones. Like, well, you can get rid of Nintendo Sports Online Playtest. Just saying.
Oh man.
Conductor game. I can get rid of Diablo Resurrected.
I like that you're counting that game in the list of junk drawer games. Yeah, who's heard of that? So when Sunbreak launches, it will be available as digital DLC And there will also be a Rise and Sunbreak bundle that it has been unclear whether that will be a physical item or not. Because I don't think Iceborne was ever physical until like way later. So Sunbreak and Rise might come out as a deluxe package in a thing. They're also making 3 new amiibo that unlock layered armor. And you can pre-order Sunbreak right now. That's exciting.
Yep.
So
not
yeah, bad. That's all the Sunbreak news that we got. Now we're gonna go over some other stuff.
Some general news.
In all realness, Corporal has agreed to let me teach him Gunlance because he is so sick of the shenanigans of ammo management with light bowgun.
It's not that I'm sick of it. I don't mind it. It's just that it's like a whole thing of the game that like I feel like I could live without.
I know. I do live without it. I switched to Gunlance. I switched to Hammer and then I switched to Gunlance.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So yeah, Corporal is going to let, the next time we have a co-stream with Monster Hunter, we're going to Gunlance school. Bless
Excuse
you.
me.
That's exactly how the Gunlance works. You just get real close and you go, blah!
Blah.
All right, so we're also gonna talk about some. Wait, hold on. Before we go on, what are we gonna do for Sunbreak? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, how Sunbreak comes out, what happens? I'm just gonna stream it for 30 hours straight?
You will, yeah.
We will.
You will, yeah. And then I will come in and probably still be playing.
And then you'll take the next 24 hours, and then I see shifts. That's smart. That's a smart way to do it.
Yeah, that's it.
But actually, like, Sunbreak is one of my most anticipated games of this year.
You love Monster Hunter so much more than I. I anticipate it's going to be your Tuesday, your Friday, and we're going to, like, live during a podcast also play it and talk.
Yes. You're probably right.
I mean, quite frankly, the banner that's above us right now will just be a feed of us playing while we're actually down here talking.
That might be a good idea. That would actually be kind of cool.
Could do that.
We could. My computer might explode or run out of memory, but we could. So June 30th, that's kind of in the beginning of the summer. But now I just need to know when Splatoon 3 is coming out. Because that is my second most anticipated game of this year, is Splatoon 3. And normal people would be like, oh, I want it to come out like May 1st, like as soon as possible. But I hope it's like the end of August. Because the more time between June 30th and the release date of Splatoon 3, the better. Because I am just going to absorb Sunbreak and just love it. Love it. Every drop of it. And I don't want to have a competing... I don't have time to play Sunbreak like I want to play it while Splatoon 3 is out. That's just too... It's too much. It's too much. Okay, now let's get into some real news. Chocobo GP came out.
So...
To almost no one's favorable opinion.
Tom was on my Sunday stream? Tom was on my Sunday stream when it came out. And was saying all sorts of things that while it was entertaining, all the things that you discussed and pointed out, that it's being mismanaged.
Yeah, so it is the now, unfortunately, very familiar Square Enix, like, microtransaction hell.
Yeah.
Which would be fine. I mean, it's not really fine, but it would be more tolerable if this was a free-to-play game, but it's not a free-to-play game. It's $50. Yeah. You're paying $50, and then you have 4 different kinds of currency. It's like that actually turn on Genshin Impact Racing? Like, what is all this microtransaction stuff?
That was me.
And it's got like a full like season pass style unlockable microtransaction stuff as like Rocket League or Fortnite, but it's a $50 game. If you charge $50, those are your transactions. There's only one transaction. It's you buying the game. It doesn't need to be like a commercial enterprise like free-to-play games do. I downloaded the light version, which includes where you play online against other people, or local co-op, or local multiplayer, which I would assume is local. Me and somebody next to me. No, you have to have 2 switches. So I had hope.
Local Bluetooth or whatever.
I had, 2 people have the demo that are on the same Wi-Fi network. I had hope that this might be like
a couch co-op game.
Not the Mario Kart killer, but like something I could get my friends who constantly twist my arm to play Mario Kart to play this instead.
You did say that when this was first announced that's what you wanted. You wanted the Mario Kart killer. I think Disney Racing is going to end up being
Speedstorm.
The Disney Racing Speedstorm is going to be the Mario Kart killer.
We'll see. I would love to see that. It's the only time you'll find me rooting for Disney, but I would like to see anything.
Blasphemy.
Speaking of Mario Kart, the first set of 25 tracks.
Yes. So it's
not 25 tracks. Is it 5 tracks that came out today?
It's the first round.
It's the first round, so it's 5
tracks. It's not the whole thing, because they were going to release the tracks in series.
Painfully slow order,
Yeah.
So the first tracks came out today. Fun fact, if one person that you know shells out for the DLC and they host a lobby, you can play on that map if it gets picked.
Is that real though?
Tracks. I'm pretty sure. It's not confirmed, but that's what I read on Twitter.com.
On Twitter.com.
Could be true. Somebody let us know. Another piece of big news that came out today. I'm sure glad we pushed this episode back.
I know, right?
Hogwarts Legacy, the open world Harry Potter game, is coming to Switch.
I don't see nothing.
For Hogwarts Legacies?
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be up yet.
I thought they would have, like, the tile at the very least saying coming soon, and it's not here. I thought for sure that it would be on the news tab, and it's not here either. I'm looking for it, and it's just
I don't know. Yo, Martin, what's up? How you doing? We have another Martin in chat. That's our third Martin. We are starting a collection.
But yeah, I mean, Assassin's Creed Ezio collection is advertised, but not that.
I know. It's because they just announced it. Nintendo's probably like, oh, it's news to us.
Nintendo Switch's Online Plus expansion is going to be adding Zelda Majora's Mask is on here, but not that. Like, come on.
I am very surprised this is coming to Switch because the PS4 and the PS5 footage had frame drops. Like, noticeable frame drops. And they're like, coming to Nintendo Switch. And I'm like, huh? How's that?
I mean, I wants to play this game.
I'm mildly interested. I might. When does it come out? Do you know? Off the top of your head? If it comes out any time in the next 8 months,
it's a no-go.
I'm going to be busy. I have an appointment.
Yeah, with all the other games.
I have an appointment with Sunbreak and Splatoon. SNS. That's all I'm going to be doing. So we had some big news things drop this week. I have a question. Did you ever get to play Young Souls on Game Pass? No. Oh. Young Souls, it looks good. I've been told it's a lot of story, like it's story heavy.
It doesn't have an actual release date. There's been no official release date for the interactive game. confirmed to be released in 2022, but not an actual date.
Oh, it's 2022?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So
Well, that means
later,
holiday. If it's 2022 and it hasn't been announced yet, that just means holiday at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be late this year. Is what
Yeah.
it's going to be.
So yeah, Young Souls released. It's on the Switch. It's on a bunch of other different platforms. It looks cool. It looks pretty interesting. But I've been playing another game. A little game called Have a Nice Death. And I have to give a huge shout out to Streamforge. You guys hooked me up with a code for another awesome indie game. Streamforge. Huge thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. They are the ones who gave me the codes for Windjammers.
Yep.
Streamforge, we're going to have to actually, like, use their services because they connect streamers with, like, sponsors and, like, companies that want to, like, advertise. Yeah. So they're very much, we need what they're selling. Streamforge.
Well, I mean, they gave you the code. We should probably do a stream at some point just to advertise the game.
Yeah, I'm really bad at it, so I want to I want to get into form before I'm like, hey guys, look at me. But it is a side scroller roguelite where you play as a little Grim Reaper and you get different abilities and items and, you know, it's randomized and all that good stuff that you'd expect from a roguelite. And it's very fun. Controls are very tight. It is tough. It's tough. I'm getting spanked. Advanced Wars was delayed, so it's the Advanced Wars Remastered, 1 and 2, getting brought over to the Switch, and it was delayed because the release date of it was like a couple days from when Russia invaded Ukraine. So they tactfully said, hey, we're not going to release a game about war and, like, countries taking each other over while that's, like, happening in real life. Cause that's,
in real life.
Yeah, so we're just going to...
I understand the respect and the moral reason behind not releasing the game, but I'd also like to point out that when things like this happen, there is a notable increase in players who play those types of games. For example...
Oh, yes, I know exactly. I gotcha.
Command & Conquer Red Alert games, like, pirated versions spiked. And I just think that there's a correlation here that...
Well, we're all stuck in COVID, and what game sees massive sales? Plague Inc.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, yep. That was one of the things that we talked about in the podcast before, Plague Inc., where you create a virus and you drop it into the world to see how it does, and you help to make that virus mutate and grow so it can kill as many people. Or the game released an update later because they realized that there were so many people who bought the game or were downloading the game, they were like, we should probably not make this about murdering everybody, and they added a switch to it where you can now play as the World Health Organization and try to stop a virus. So, like, that's all well and good.
And ironically, most players do a much better job than the actual World Health Organization did.
That is true. But my point is that when COVID happened, Plague Inc. skyrocketed. Whenever there's an issue with Russia, Soviet-based war games skyrocket.
I guess,
feel like this could have been, and I hate to say or allow or promote any company profitizing on war. Bad. But
yeah, that's the U.S. government's job, guys. Lay off, stay in your lane.
I feel like they could have released this and not blinked an eye, and just be like, oh no.
I think so. I think so too. I mean, they definitely didn't need to, and maybe they would have gotten like a couple, like 1 or 2 articles being like, yeah. But
It would have been such a minor pushback that I think they
but
could have
I
gotten
think
away with
they've
it.
gained. I think they've gained more
Respect, notable respect.
favorable
Yeah,
PR because they pushed it back, and that might have been the decision, right? They might have been like,
yeah.
so it doesn't matter really whether we release it right now or not. But if we push it back, we can make a thing of
Just
it.
saying.
So
Historically speaking, we've got 2 events now that have happened.
I don't
And
know. I don't know
both
when it got pushed
times-
back to though. So this
It-
might still
I'm
be all
looking at
going
the-
on.
I'm looking at the article. Nintendo did not announce a new launch date for the advanced.
Either that or it wasn't ready, and they were just like, yes,
They
yes,
use this as an excuse.
we have an out.
I mean,
We
I
have
would
in the
believe that.
notes that there was a supposed leak about Mario Kart X, and I don't. This happened like a week and a half ago. I don't remember anything about it.
So it depends on who you go to, and which article you decide to read. But a notable insider did leak something. And pulling up the article that I had referenced, Mario Kart, ramblings of
You
Mario
sounded
Kart.
like Mario Kart there for a second. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Boop, boop.
Ramblings of Mario Kart Home Circuit is viewed internal by Nintendo as Mario Kart 9, adding to this new report that the next Mario Kart game claims to be a soft reboot and lean into crossovers. This is where the name Mario Kart 10 comes into play. Not an X as in the Roman numeral 10, but it's almost meant to represent crossover. And the next Mario Kart game is reported to be going big into crossovers. Report comes from the way of Zippo, who Zippo is a notable person, who notes that while the game will never serve as a soft reboot for the series, it does mean to be the only old courses for the first game. The fact Zippo notes fans shouldn't expect any old courses with the crossover. Expect to be realized not just with characters, items, but as well as the maps.
Hey, what's up, Jeremy?
Multiple sources familiar with the situation have informed me that Mario Kart is being positioned as a soft reboot. That's the exact quote from Zippo.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, I would love to see that. I would love to see a reboot. I think they've learned from massive DLC success in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that crossovers will draw fans, other fandoms in. So if they have, I don't know, if they have a Chocobo,
So they're going to go
racer
the
from-
route of Super Smash.
I'm okay
You
with
would-
that. I just want it to be mechanically sound. I honestly don't care what characters I'm picking. I really don't. I just want it to be mechanically good.
One of the reasons why I like Mario Kart is because of its preset Nintendo-based characters. I think if they went the Super Smash route and just started throwing everything at the wall, I think you muddy it. I think it's diluted.
Yeah, it turns into like a Disney Speedstorm situation where it's just like all these random guys. No, I understand that. It would be like if they turned like it's like, oh, I can play as Minecraft Steve in Mario Party.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Like it's Mario Kart for a reason.
Yeah. I kind of agree, but again, I'm not as big of a stickler on it. I just want it to be mechanically good. So Pokemon Scarlet and Violet were announced. We talked about that on the last episode, but there has been Twitter and social media posts from Nintendo and the Pokemon Company talking about that Scarlet and Violet will be truly open world. So, open world as in, like, open world, where I think the tweet was like, there's going to be different biomes, towns, cities, that will not be separated by a loading barrier. So, where Arceus, you have the hub world, and it's kind of like Monster Hunter, where you choose your assignment and you go out. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, there's going to be no other... It's not going to be like that. It's just going to be you walk into town, you walk around, and you walk out, and it's not like choosing different things. Just finished Raya Lucaria and Elden Ring. I'm trying to find the key for the front door. We'll talk later on Discord. I need some direction. But I mean, so it seems like Arceus was gonna, and like we talked about this in the last episode.
Yeah.
Arceus was sort of the testing ground for the open world concept. Scarlet and Violet are gonna now like present it with polish, present it with feeling. What's gonna happen in 2023, Corporal? Tell us.
I'm reading the article right now so I can get the exact quote.
For
for the Wii U.
Oh, yeah, sure. Wii. Important news.
Yes, this is very important for all of you old men who are out there.
Anybody who owns a Wii U, or just a Wii.
You're clearly a father, and therefore you should be listening to our podcast and watching our stream.
You have it back there. There's the controller.
Raymond Wash wrote the article. Nintendo has caused a controversy by announcing that any Nintendo Wii that is still in working order will incinerate upon the upcoming next year's date. Due to the changing standards in the gaming industry and better hardware being available, we think it's best if every single Wii that is still in perfect working order bursts into flames one day next year.
So if you have a Wii, there's going to be an update that will cause your system to burst into flames. I gotta get mine out. I can't forget. Burn my house down.
Nintendo doesn't care what we think, says gaming journalist Alina. They never have, never will. They know what they're doing.
And what website is this on, just to remind people?
I'm currently watching it, reading it on harddrive.net.
Oh, the hard drive, yeah. Also featured on Babylonian Bee and The Onion.
Yes.
So
I thought this was hilarious. So.
I know. It got around. It got shared around a bunch.
It most certainly did. For those of you who can't read the room, The Onion and most other websites like this, they're satire. They're
woo free fireworks.
They're backwards. Nintendo has no stance to brick their past systems. They'll let them die
only
quietly.
Only Apple does that.
Yes.
That's not even a joke. I have an iPad and I can't use it because Apple was just like, it's too old now.
Nintendo will just allow these things to die quietly, old and in the dark and alone underneath your stairs.
I mean, they did take down the 3DS store, or they're about to.
Yeah.
So, that'll happen. In other news, I got Elden Ring, but I've streamed it like twice, so I don't know what.
It's not really news.
I made these notes like when I got it, and I was like, oh, I want to talk about this. I'm like, yeah, I've streamed it twice already. So, still fun. Although I will say, this is my boiling hot lava take. So I've been playing Elden Ring for, I guess it's like 2 weeks, more or less. And I played it. I love it. Like it a lot. Great open world. Brutally tough. I didn't play Monster Hunter for like, I don't know, like a week, maybe 5 days.
I'm going to say this publicly.
And then I went and I played it a bunch to do those challenge quests that I totally forgot about.
You're going to say this publicly. Everybody in chat, get ready to clip this next coming segment.
Why? Nobody needs to clip anything.
Go ahead.
I will say, going back to Monster Hunter Rise from Elden Ring makes me appreciate the combat in Monster Hunter Rise.
Why do you say that, Presto?
Because it just feels more fluid, it feels more dynamic, it feels more fun. Despite anything what anybody will say about, oh, Elden Ring's better, Monster Hunter's better, this is better than that, they're both good, they're both different. The combat in Elden Ring is fun, but not as fun as Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter, I'm dodging things, I'm taking a tail off, I'm doing dynamic things. In Elden Ring, it's just kind of like, it's good, it's more than that. I'm not downplaying the combat in Elden Ring, but after playing Elden Ring, the combat in Rise feels amazing. So,
That is now going to be our next. What are they called? Reels. It's going to be our next reels.
Oh God. Oh God. Please don't do that. Please don't do that to me / us. That's not nobody. Oh God. All right. Anyway, that's our episode, right?
Our episode.
That's the episode. Super psyched for Sunbreak. A bunch of other stuff happened, but mostly Sunbreak. I mean, that's really what's going on.
There was something.
Was there?
Yeah, hold on. Keep talking.
I'm talking, so I mean, so Corporal will be back on Sunday, probably playing Genshin Impact and not practicing his gun lance like he should.
It'll probably be late because Lady Sage has off on Sunday, and I'm going to be having probably the first adult day without kids in a long while.
So you should be streaming all day.
Funny.
Sounds like the perfect time to get Elden Ring. You can scream obscenities while no one is home.
Where is this? I had the best dad joke lined up for today, and now I can't find it.
Oh, if only Brian were here, he could give us one.
I know. Well,
Brian, I'm summoning you.
That's my backup plan. Is
to go what? To go ask him?
No, I've been saving all of his dad jokes from previous occurrences.
I have 2 really good jokes that I heard in the last week, but I cannot say either of them on stream. Like, not even, like, hard no. We will get banned instantaneously. I won't even get to the punchline. We'll be gone. Poof. Our page will just be like a smoldering rubble.
My wife and I let astrology get between us. It's Taurus apart.
Oh, that one was bad. You got that one at Walmart on sale. Oh, gross. Anyway,
I had
I'll tell you the 2 jokes. I'll tell you the 2 jokes. If you want to hear uncensored naughty jokes, join our Discord. We say lots of stuff we can't say there. Or we say lots of stuff we can't say here, there. Also, I got a tiny little mini fridge in Nintendads Red. Isn't it cute? It holds exactly 1 6-pack.
No limit, like expires, never, generate a new link, copy link.
What are you doing?
I'm putting our Discord in
just
chat.
In time for us to end the stream.
So it's there for forever.
There it is. Yeah, so definitely join our Discord. It's getting more and more active every day. I feel like more people are joining.
More and more people are finding our episodes.
That's where it goes down.
Getting our link at the end.
That's where I'm gonna be playing games in one of our Discord channels as soon as this episode is over.
Yeah.
And I don't even have to go downstairs for another beer. Look, it's right there. It's the best invention.
Mini fridge.
Yes. All right, Corporal will see you on Sunday. I will see you on Tuesday. And we will see you next Friday for more fun shenanigans where Corporal learns the gun lance. I hope. Who knows? Who knows? All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Peace out.